what I'm interested in is the notion of prescience, or pre-science, if you like. And prescience sort of leads on to something else, which is how do we look into the future and respond to the situation we find ourselves in now, but also looking forward 5 years, 10 years, 50 years, in a way which is not just about having the knowledge, which science in a way is providing, but actually having wise responses which are to do with wisdom. Now, I think one of the problems of the Enlightenment project is that actually wisdom was taken out of the equation. And in terms of looking to the future, part of the paradox is maybe we need to look to the deeper past, to a different sort of tradition. And I think that takes us back, interestingly, to some of the more subversive religious traditions, the prophetic traditions, which actually spoke truth to power. And I think what's interesting about that is that that takes us into a very different way of looking at the world we're in, and actually asking rather problematic questions about whether the answer lies in the continuation of what we have, which I think is what actually the science implicitly does, or whether actually it's to say, hang on, this is actually unsustainable, what we're doing. And actually, we need to rethink the whole framework in which we're operating. Now, that's where I think one comes back to the apocalypse in some sense, is that actually we need to actually build on traditions which were not afraid to use the term apocalypse, but to use it actually in a sort of rational way, is really to say, look, if we go down this route, this is what will happen. What will happen? Catastrophe will happen. How, therefore, do we get away from that? What do we need to do which is actually not going to take us towards catastrophe? In some ways, one might say the catastrophe is already here, and that's a problem in itself.